I noticed that there are a lot of people who go to church and they can quote the Bible and they know Bible scriptures forwards and backwards, inside and out, and they know the meaning and the messaging behind them. But many of these same people would not actually apply the Bible's wisdom in their own lives, as if the wisdom of the Bible was made to for them to consume, or only to hurl those scriptures at others, while never applying the wisdom to themselves and in their own lives. When, if anything, Christianity and the Bible are more about self-reflection and navigating your own walk with God, before it's about concerning yourself with the walks of others. There are a lot of people who struggle with self-reflection in many areas of their lives, not just in their own personal walk with God. And people like this tend to turn to scripture, or they tend to turn the scriptures and other life circumstances outward and see the wrong in everybody else, but will refuse, tooth and nail, claw, and refuse to look within their own lives to acknowledge where they could be and do better. I just want to say the Bible is not a tool for you to monitor or pass judgment on others. The Bible is a guide for you to get to know God and to live the most fulfilling life possible. And leave all the judging up to God, because only God can judge. It says so in the very same Bible that you know so well. Before any of us can be of any real assistance to God or to anybody else, it's extremely important that we learn to accept that we too fuck up. And before we can become so bold and filled up with the audacity to point our fingers at the shortcomings of other people, we need to first understand the basics about self-reflection and self-correction, because nobody walking this earth is perfect. I hope this message doesn't go in one ear and out the other for some folks, but the wild thing about people who haven't yet obtained the skill of self-reflection, because it is a skill and it's something that you need to work to get to, or something that you need to work to get good at learning how to overcome the sting and sometimes like the uncomfortable feeling of accepting when we make mistakes, or when you make mistakes, because you make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. And it takes humility and it takes being humble to be able to admit and accept when we make mistakes. That takes practice. For a lot of people, pride and ego gets in the way of that. And many people would rather ignore opportunities to learn and grow and become better through self-reflection, and by self-reflecting and looking inside. And instead, they'll choose to ignore their own flaws and blame the entire outside world, while they carry on like it's never them who needs to grow or to work on themselves. And I'm not sure excuse me, I'm not sure if I can reach people like that just in this one video message, but that don't mean it's not worth trying. Even if I could reach just one person. Be safe today, stay out the way, take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.